Agassi with the hold for 3-all, second set. All right, our Affleck trivia question for today. The last time there was a Wimbledon men's back-to-back rematch in the finals. Something Agassi and Sampras are hoping to achieve today. We'll let you think about it for a while.
Don't go back too far. It's not the Doherty brothers.
The who?
Exactly. The 20s, you know. You don't say that about Babe Ruth, do you? I mean, you still remember him. Just think in the old days until the mid-20s that you won Wimbledon, all you had to do was come back the next year and play one match. Everyone else would play to the defending champion. That's not a bad gig. Well, I didn't even know if that return was going in. And top of that, he misses the volley. Perhaps Patrick a little hesitant as well there.
The record that Pete Sampras is trying to equal here, 7 Wimbledons. William Renshaw did that under those circumstances, John, back in the 1880s. Sit on the lawn, have a hit, watch everyone else beat each other up. Right. We'll see you in the finals.
These guys improvising here. First Agassi, just wicked forehand. Actually hits a great shot, but Rafter's ready for it. There's one better.
40-50.
There's old Willie Renshaw.
Okay, now I see Hugh Doherty.
Hugh Doherty. His brother Laurie.
You should teach a little tennis history course. It's a good thing. As you said, it actually is a great thing for the current day athletes to have a recognition of the past.
We don't need to necessarily go back too far. Just even, maybe 20 years. Remember old announcers?
One history lesson that has been overlooked a little bit with the celebration of the 20th anniversary of your match here with Borg is that, of course, this is the 25th anniversary of Arthur Ashe's remarkable Wimbledon championship. Heavy underdog and defeated Jimmy Connors in a final. A hold for Rafter. Rafter up a set. And we're on serve in the second. Affleck trivia question. When was the last time a Wimbledon men's final had a rematch? And the survey says, oh, you were right, not back too far, John. Edberg Becker. Great serve and volley game of Edberg. Is Rafter's game comparable to Edberg's at all?
Very much so. I mean, incredibly similar, actually. They're not as big a servers as some of the guys out there, but the best volleyers around. The best. Didn't have the best ground strokes, but enough variety to get the job done, particularly on this surface. Or a fast hard court, which Rafter loves, like the US Open. USTA tried to quicken the court up for the Americans. They forgot this guy loves the fast stuff.
How about to a former Aussie champ here in Pat Cash?
Very, very similar as well. Cash won here in '87. sadly very much slowed by injury. And I think we could see him in there if we could see through that dark window working the BBC.
Sort of the Aussie answer to John McEnroe now. Right? Commentary.
He says what's on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Couple finals at Australia, a couple Davis Cup wins. A lot of surgeries, though.
Well, Agassi right now knows he has very little margin for error. He's facing a 15-30.
That's why he tried to hit that so deep, just long. I'll tell you, Rafter continuing to play exceedingly well out there. Very relaxed.
How about court movement? Rafter says he doesn't like moving on this.
He's a great athlete. Agassi's a little tentative out there, though. He's not made the move to the net. There was a couple chances there where he had a good opportunity to move in. This is big time here. 2 break points. Rafter would serve for the second set. There he goes. Gets the nerve up, gets the job done.
30.
He did that in the 5th set against Martin. It all started last year when I think he did that against Moy at the French, down a set in 2 breaks. Believing in himself up there, and he's got to do that here as well.
Second serve, you're exactly right.
Rafter's probably the weakest part of his game is his passing shot, so do not fear Andre.
No, I'm sorry here.
Exactly. At least he had the courtesy not to say he was sorry.
Agassi again reached deep there. Played 4 good points to pull himself to 4-all.
If you had to pick one thing that Brad Gilbert's helped him with is thinking more out there. And he must have realized during that game that he had tightened up and wasn't being aggressive. There's Brad there. Keep listening to me. Started to move forward, got the job done. That was big for Agassi.
How far off is his return game right now?
Talking 10%, but I mean, Rafter must say is having an excellent serving day. He really is. Plus, we've talked about, I've mentioned Stefan Edberg. You put players of Rafter in the same league as Edberg, you know the guy can volley. He showed nice touch throughout this match like he did that point. He can go after it when necessary. He's proven to be a very serious foe out there. There's Agassi coming up with a little extra. Most guys don't get this ball back. Rafter makes him hit one more. From that position, Agassi's going to win that point almost every time. It's Cliff Richard, looking rather dapper. Oh! This is a little different for Agassi. A lot of times you don't see him use much of a backswing, but here he knows he's got to flick the wrist and use more racket speed, so you do see more of a swing. Still gets the job done. See, that's what's so amazing about him. He can adjust so quickly on this surface. His ability to improvise is outstanding.
15. So Rafter now with a rare double. It's only his third. And suddenly we go from Rafter thinking about winning the set to Agassi having the chance.
Well, we all get anxious. Agassi's overhitting there. Couldn't help himself. Just wanted to blast that for a winner. Body language doesn't quite work there.
Agassi somehow got that, and he gets the break. And when we come back on NBC, Andre Agassi will serve to even this match at a set apiece.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Investors Business Daily. Don't read it, use it. By UUNet, the business side of the internet. By Honda, a winning lineup of fine quality automobiles, motorcycles, and power equipment. And by Samsung, wireless digital. Samsung, everyone's invited.
On the hillside, on the grounds here at the All England Lawn Tennis Club, they watch on a large screen television. That's a wonderful place for tennis fans who can't get into center court to congregate during this week. I wish I'd had a concession out there when Henman was playing.
Even now, quite a few people out there watching. We're just about to have ourselves a whole new ball game. You see how one shot, I mean, that return that he hit the break serve was out of this world. That he got to it, number one, and then got enough on it to put it by Rafter. We're about to have a whole new match here.
See it in person, John, it's even more astounding how Wimbledon lends itself to such quick turns. In the space of 6 points, we went from Agassi looking at a two-set hole.
And speaking of great shots. Yeah. First time he's done that. Serve and volley. still good play, though, because he's thinking more aggressively here. He's still up 35. What do you call a sweet change of pace right here?
40-30.
I don't think of Agassi with shots like that. It's mean one-handed slice backhand. He's got himself a set point.
Fourth ace, and Andre Agassi, staring at a hole, has pulled himself out, and now on center court we're even, one set apiece.
Jeopardy.
Seinfeld.
Eggs.
Butter and jam.
Jesus.
Princess Diana.
Swing.
Salsa.
Older.
Younger.
Drama.
Comedy.
I like the Coyote. Hope he gets it. Little
Roadrunner.
Independent.
Republican.
Boxers. Briefs. I don't know.
The death of my coach.
Train.
Train.
Sour.
Sweet.
Crushed.
Cubed.
Sinner.
Saint.
Breast.
Leg.
Ah. My backside.
My movement.
Coffee.
Tea.
Oh, Santana.
Pearl Jam.
Backhand.
Forehand.
Wear down.
Demolish.
Don't know.
Bud Faxes, brought to you by Nike.
Look, up in the air. It's a plane. It's Clark Kent. No, it's Superhawk. Superhawk Hamish, who has been brought in from New Mexico by the Wimbledon people to deal with the ugly pigeon problem. Pigeon problems at Wimbledon? Well, you better ask Andre Agassi. The other day, one hovered over him for about 2 minutes as he was trying to serve. He was confused. But Wayne Davis has brought in Hamish to deal with the pigeons, to knock them up, kill them. No. That is ecologically unfriendly. Davis explains that he puts the fear of the avian god into those pigeons. Once he starts circling the place, they leave.
Being the head of the avian food chain, he actually dispels the pigeons and sort of closes them.
Does he kill them?
No. It's environmentally friendly. That's the whole sort of ethic and essence of what we actually do. Hamish is actually 9 years old, and what we do is we come up to somewhere like this, and it's a beautiful location in London. What we do is we can take all his jesses and stuff off like this, and we actually let him fly about for an hour, so we're introducing a predator into this sort of little niche, and that sort of stops him roosting.
He scares them, in other words.
Yeah, it's a biological deterrent. That we have to be emphatic about that.
So if you have a pigeon problem, let me know. I have Hamish's phone number.
I think there are a lot of people with beach houses back home that'll may take him up on that offer, but there he is. Well,
The bird scarer hasn't arrived.
right. Is it a problem when you played here?
Well,
Is it
I'm not
a
sure.
problem?
To be honest, I'm not sure it's a problem now. I mean, we needed to get that Bud fax in, though. You know, get that pigeon plug. What was it about 5-10 minutes ago? Rafter about to go 2 sets to love. Well, now momentum clearly shifted, and Agassi honing in. Starting to get a better feel for that Rafter serve.
just as Andre did to Philippoussis in his last match.
Doesn't want to go to the well too often on this one. That was a tough shot to pull off, flicking a lob over an opponent like Rafter.
30-15.
Have you seen a serve that you didn't think Andre could return?
When I saw Sampras play him last year at Wimbledon, I mean, it looked like after he had that initial one chance, I think it was 3-all love 40. That was all she wrote. And at some point, when you see Sampras or Philippoussis serving at their best, you got to think they're unbreakable. Yeah, certainly anyone has a chance. It's this fellow over there.
But over the course of a match where he couldn't pick it up, where he couldn't catch on. You're seeing Sampras in the finals last year?
I would say that as that match progressed, it did not look like he was going to get to him. But remember, he had come off that French Open win, and he's hungrier right now after that disappointment a few weeks ago.
Game Rafter.
So Rafter holds to begin the third set.
First game, third set.
Well, we take a look at the update after 2, and both players playing at a high level. A lot more winners than errors. Not a lot of chances by either. Agassi doesn't go for quite as much on the first serve. A little bit higher percentage-wise, but you can see this is an extremely close affair.
Lovely team.
Andre not happy with that decision. Left that court wide open. You don't hit the winner there, you're in big trouble. Wasted chance for Pat there. Looked like he lost sight of the ball. Just for an instant, missed the volley.
30-15.
That's why you love Agassi to be out there, though. It makes it so entertaining. He's out there plugging away from the baseline, hitting heavily topspin shots, flat slice. You see rallies. You see his opponent normally serving and volleying. I mean, he's a great guy to have as an opponent.
Well, he provides the greatest contrast in the game right now.
Sampras, the assassin. Comes out and bombs away.
But John, the few times it's happening, when this occurs, you're right, Agassi has a huge advantage when he's at net and Rafter's trying to pass.
Rafter's not known for his passing shots. Now, what he's got to tell himself is just get it in. Force Agassi to volley.
Game Agassi.
Well, the first one for Andre Agassi. As you can see, he's 10th on the list. Still got a ways to go to catch you and your buddies.
Connors looks uncatchable. Sampras would have to play another 6 years and win quite often. Agassi even longer. And I wouldn't advocate either of them playing a lot. Just focus on the big ones.
That's where things have changed. How about Agassi's first of his 45 titles? He's age 17, Itaparica.
It's hot down there.
Where is it?
Down in Brazil.
Ah.
I believe they do have a Club Med, so you should offer to do that one time.
This is why I love this, because when I see these tennis resumes, I learn all about these wonderful places like Umag that I've never been.
They're a little short on resorts there.
Patrick Rafter, he's the king of Rosmalen. He's won the major warm-up for Wimbledon that's held in the Netherlands town 3 years in a row.
Three Rosmalens, 2 Opens.
That's his 4th double.
How about this one, Chennai? He won Chennai in 1998. You know where that is?
No.
That's the old Madras, called Chennai now in India.
Oh, in India, okay.
Yeah. You know what he's thinking. Get that first one in. Agassi once again just blocking it low, which sets up this.
Would Andre prefer Rafter at net on every point, or would you rather baseline with him?
I don't think it matters a whole lot. He knew he was coming in each and every point. Perhaps eventually he would get into a better rhythm, which is why you've seen Patrick perhaps intelligently and occasionally mix it up. Never let Andre be totally comfortable out there. The other side of the coin, though, is if he stays back, then he's telling Agassi, maybe I'm not so confident in my second serve. So it's a tough call for him.
Rafter holds, and we start the 3rd once again on serve.
Jeopardy.
Seinfeld. Eggs, butter, and jam.
Jesus.
Princess Diana.
Swing.
Salsa.
Older.
Younger.
Drama.
Comedy.
I like the Coyote. Hope he gets it. Little
Roadrunner.
Independent.
Republican.
Boxers. Briefs. I don't know.
The death of my coach.
Train.
Train.
Sour.
Sweet.
Crushed.
Cubed.
Sinner.
Saint.
Breast.
Leg.
Ah. My backside.
My movement.
Coffee.
Tea.
Oh, Santana.
Pearl Jam.
Backhand.
Forehand.
Wear down.
Demolish.
Don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us now as John McEnroe carefully dissects the serve and volley game of Patrick Rafter.
Watch Rafter. So you get that body weight forward. That's the first step. Heading towards the net. If possible, hit all volleys above the net so the angle's a lot easier, like he does there. See, takes a couple extra steps, so makes that forehand volley nice and easy. And there he does have that classic backhand a la Edberg, Pat Cash, Tony Roach. The lefty was always my favorite.
I used to talk so much about Edberg's ability to win points on his second serve, and Rafter just held serve basically on a second serve.
He doesn't want to count on that too long, though. He's playing with fire there. Agassi was a good serving early in this game. Another thing he's been working on so hard the last couple years. Getting some free points on his own serve. Just like this game. Easy game, put the pressure right back on Rafter. 120, he's cooking pretty good out there.
Game Agassi.
Boy, there it is, a hold at love in about 33 seconds. And now,
2-game solve.
the break racket comes out.
It's funny, he doesn't get a new racket out when there's new balls. He gets it out one game after there's new balls. So volleyer in action there.
15 love.
Here's his career record. Started slowly. He's come on strong the last couple years. Who can forget those 2 opens? Nice adjustment.
30 love.
See, that's where when you improvise and do something that's unorthodox, it's actually the right play. Instead of getting down and the way you're taught in a book to volley, he realized I'll get there a little sooner if I just run up and actually swing a little bit at it. But that's what he needed to do. And once again, before you can finish the sentence, Agassi screamed a return.
I think that maybe Rafter's, in a way, his most impressive result is making the semis at Roland Garros in '97.
Classic chip charge. Good approach. How does Agassi get that much velocity on the pass? He's got to explain that to us. Mere mortals. See, when you put too much pressure on the second serve, toss in double number 5, and he's down break point. You see his wins the week before. Dennis van Schleppingen, Sheng Schalken, Kareem Alami, Martin Dam, Nicholas Escude. Not Andre Agassi there, the tune-up.
Huge serve. Rafter took his time there and bombed one to save the break point.
Switches up, goes into the body, gets the reward he was looking for.
Advantage, Rafter. Let's proceed.
Terrific serve and volley tennis by Rafter at the end of that game. Well, this has been a very tight match. There have been very few breaks. One break by Rafter to win the first, one by Agassi. Although each player had broken early in the set. One break late to win the second. Nothing yet in the third.
Be quiet over there, Ted. We don't want a replay of what your comment was the last time we heard this.
You're censoring me now. Now this is a first.
13 up.
Unfortunately for you Aussie fans, Rafter's game's starting to slip here a little bit. Maybe the Agassi pressure starting to get to him. His serve percentage seems to be dropping. Missing more easier balls. He was so close to being up 2-0. Set 4-3, 15-40, but now in a dogfight. Amazing how well he's hitting that backhand up the line. Really confidently. Deep power. Agassi has been consistently off guard.
There, one backhand cross court gets away, and Agassi holds. Well, this will be a test indeed if Rafter's game is slipping.
Played a lot of matches, this 30-year-old from Las Vegas. Won the great majority of them. Won Wimbledon title. 6 overall.
That is amazing. 822 matches. And Agassi being watched by a large crowd now on the hillside, just outside court number 1.
How early does he see this serve? I mean, Rafter starts to come in, it's already behind him. No. Pressure's on now.
Yep. Here's that sign. Well, we'll find out now if he can reach back for a serve.
30 all.
Passed that test, but we're just now at 30 all. Not often you see Agassi fooled hitting returns.
Forty, 30. Cheers.
That is one thing he's tossed a few more in as this match has progressed.
Well, I guess he's done a little bit better at returning. So he's starting to press a little bit.
Rafter.
There's Rafter at his best. Quickly gets back in position, and his heart stopped there for a half second. Look at him watching that. Just wide.
Cheers.
And how hard is that at net to make that quick a judgment about a ball?
That's why you start at such a young age. You've done that for years, and pull your hair out because he had the court wide open. So had it gone in, think, how could I do something so stupid? When you do it and it goes out, see how good my eyes are? He looked that down right into the court. Agassi with break point.
Advantage, Agassi.
Say, actually tried to hit this a little too hard. Didn't spin out as much as he would have wanted. That's all Agassi needs. Truly, truly great return of server. No one can get that back.
Yeah, truly great serve there for seventh ace.
Left for six. Advantage, Rafter. Cheers.
Well, Meatloaf once said 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Agassi's still in the game, but Rafter at least out of break point trouble at the moment. Am I dating myself too much? But
Is that the first Meatloaf reference at center court?
I think it is. Sweet volley there.
Advantage Rafter.
Just take a picture of this and put it up on your wall if you want to learn how to hit a backhand volley. Shoulder rotation. Just excellent shot.
A struggle, fierce struggle in that game, but the 8th ace by Rafter gives him the hold. Well, this is my first fortnight, John, and I found out quickly that the Britons have adopted Agassi. When did this happen?
The scary thing is that's a tattoo. They love him here.
When did he become the favorite? Was it just last year?
No, when he won that first time. Way back in 1982. And what year was it that Barbara Streisand came? Was that 92?
1992.
Oh, there you go.
Lovely team.
The Zen Master.
We're I have to chuckle every time. If he were to play Henman here on center court, what would the spectators' reaction be?
You know, I really wish we would have seen that in the quarters. It was too bad, because obviously it would have been behind Henman, but they do love this fellow. And now once again, Agassi, a little bit of trouble here at love 30. There's Rafter making him play. Agassi obliging with miss volley, 3. Count on 3 break points. Once again, Ted, he'll serve for the set. Remember the second set, he couldn't pull it off. Let's see if he can do it here. It's like the same exact play. There was only 15-40. That's it. Incredible turn of events.
Rafter had to fight so hard to hold his serve in the 5th game and the 7th game of this set. Agassi's service games have been so easy, and then suddenly this a break at love.
This is rare for Agassi, I mean, to give away the game that quickly. Maybe the older one, who wasn't bad either. Not as good as the new improved version. 4 straight unforced errors for Agassi. Rafter to serve for the set. Man, that's a good volley.
Whew. Well, if Rafter's game was slipping, he's found something to hold on to.
Yeah, it's just picked up again. And Agassi slipped at the most improbable of times. You know, the last time a guy saved match points and won the tournament was 1960. Neil Frazier. That's a long time. Agassi has been down match points early in this event. Classic there. Crowd loves that. Why not? No way they thought Rafter would get this back, and then Agassi still wins the point. Doesn't Agassi have a way of rewriting the books, though?
15-30.
Still hanging in there in this set. Now a chance of his own, 15-30. 40 years, nothing to him. I can still win this.
Well, I think right now, Agassi loves seeing Rafter coming in net. We've been teeing up those passing shots.
15-14.
Rafter's actually hit some good serves. It's just, this is just too good. Agassi just picks it right back up.
kept coming, and Agassi breaks back. That was a fun 5 minutes. Two hours in on center court. Ted Robinson, John McEnroe, glad to have you with us on our coverage of the men's semifinals on NBC.
And if you were looking for an exciting semifinal match here, you found one.
Breakfast at Wimbledon tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, as Venus Williams will attempt to win her first Grand Slam. To do so, she'll have to beat the defending ladies champion in Lindsay Davenport.
Coming up, the McEnroe prediction.
That's right. Remember? And Sunday morning could be Agassi Sampras. Well, Rafter is a far stronger hurdle to that today than many may have thought. John, that last service game was just like one major blip on Agassi's screen, because the other games in this set for him have all been very easy.
It's amazing how fast he gets back on track. 2 minutes ago, Rafter's serving at 5-3. Now he's going to have to serve at 5-all.
Well, tonight, highlights and the results of today's matches on the Wimbledon Update. Our final edition for this fortnight, 11:35 Eastern and Pacific. Tonight, a 30-minute update followed by The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I've been impressed you staying up so late at night to be a part of the late night show.
That's, 4 or 5 in the morning here. Don't get a lot of sleep here, but it is Wimbledon after all. It's tough to do that live, isn't it? We actually do those things before the matches, We just do every scenario. Agassi wins. Sampras wins. Volchkov is in the final.
I've learned from my years with you in New York, I find you do your best work after midnight.
That's another story. What the hell are you talking about?
Ooh, Agassi knew that was too good. He just started walking to the chair. So Agassi will serve for a third set tiebreak.
The Championships, Wimbledon, brought to you by Agilent Technologies, dreams made real. By Lotrimin AF, the #1 recommendation of doctors. By Aflac, without it, no insurance is complete. By Lincoln, American luxury. And by Nike.
Just as stoic as a spectator as she was as a great champion, Steffi Graf. And now hoping that Agassi does not repeat his first set slip when he was broken in this very game.
Lovely team.
Fourth double. Suddenly very, very quiet on center court.
See, that's what I like, the fact that in this sport it is quiet. I mean, it adds to the excitement. You can sense the tension. Oh, boy. Speaking of someone who's a little tense right now, Agassi tosses 2 straight doubles.
Rafter knows how close he came.
When he hit it, I think he thought it was good, and just barely wide there. That would have been 3 set points.
But now he'll have 2. With the emotion. For the second time, he has broken Agassi at 5-6 to win a set.
Best passing shot of the day for him. Takes him up 2 sets to 1.
7 games to 5. Rafter leads by 2 sets to 1.
Patrick Rafter trying to craft a wonderful story on center court Wimbledon. He has never been in the finals. He is now 1 set away.
In addition, gets to serve first here.
And twice he has broken Agassi at, I guess there's never a likely time, but right at the end of a set to prevent a tiebreak.
Lovely team.
So much for the serving first advantage. Double faults, Agassi. It's classic Andre there. No backswing, just uses his opponent's pace. Continues to mix up that pace. You know the spin and the placement. It's got that little extra juice on this serve, and it's catching the line.
121. It's one of his best shots today. Well, he had a better serve, and Agassi won the point.
30-40.
Agassi does this all the time. Just sticks the racket out, still goes over. He saw this coming. Time to get 2 hands on it. Flick it. Just flick it up the line.
So a break point to start the 4th.
Cheers.
Confident as I've seen Rafter in a long, long time. Really playing a superb match.
Let's proceed. Advantage,
Nope.
Agassi.
Same thing again, no backswing. Just meeting the ball, not a lot of spin on it. Enough power to get by Rafter, another break point.
Every errant toss is greeted with a sorry, mate. Agassi, a little extra hop as he starts the 4th set with a break of Rafter.
First game, 4
Players
sets.
change ends, and Tuesday night on NBC, Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. Ken Griffey Jr. playing on his first National League team, and all of the greats in the game will be on display from Turner Field in Atlanta Tuesday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC. Including John's favorite Yankees.
Now, I'm an equal opportunity fan. Usually who are the Mets or Yankees, whoever's better. The fan of the worst
You
kind.
call that, yeah, you call that. I say right.
Blame.
30 left. Left.
I get the sense the crowd's settling in again, realizing we're going to be out here a while.
About to say, isn't it amazing how quickly Agassi can shake off disappointment? Come right back out with a break. His hold getting a little tougher than he imagined. His serve, John.
Yeah, he's lost his rhythm there. Suddenly his confidence in his own serving has fallen considerably. Shade still on. Sun's still not out. men's tennis, folks. Got to be the longest rally of the match.
Advantage.
Again, the point that Rafter's not supposed to win.
This has happened time and time again, which is amazing. He's done so well back there. Game that Agassi was up 40-love. Now happy to be alive here at deuce.
See that? Because it left his racket.
From that position to try to hit it that hard, even Agassi can't pull that off. Big time. That's huge. Rafter's awful quick back there. Ran down some mean Agassi ground strokes, but this is just a big time pressure shot. Continues to be unpredictable out there, Rafter. Gets the error and another break point.
Well, that was when Agassi needed to put a first serve in and did.
Oh, tricked him. Another hustle point from Rafter there. Agassi hits the drop shot and moves back. Wishes he hadn't done that. No mistake there. This is some game.
Wow. After 40-love.
That ball well above the net. Easy angle for Andre.
4 break points saved. Picked it up again, that backhand from Rafter.
Rafter's backhand steadier than his forehand. It's been a big weapon for him today. He's kept him in the point, and then when he's had a little time, he's gone after it. get out of that point. So much trouble.
Cheers.
I don't think people realize how tough that first shot was. After a bit of a gift there. Yeah, he's got to start looking forehand. Throwing the kitchen sink at each other.
Cheers.
Agassi cannot believe that he missed that one. He's got to laugh that off. Feels the crowd sympathy there.
Rafter went where no man has gone before in center court.
He's got a great overhead, Agassi, though.
Advantage, Agassi.
Remember, this looked like it was going to be a 40-second
right.
game. It's now gone 10 minutes. Agassi has saved 5 break points. Right now, the best hold of his life.
Crowd, including Steffi, loving this match. Exciting semifinal.
And Agassi knowing he'll have to go 5 to win, I guess, one of the fittest players around.
Well, so is Agassi.
Yes.
So. See by those stats, once again, we're in an extremely tight encounter.
John, that is one element that should not play into this match as it progresses here. Fitness.
No, it's not very hot out there. Neither player has been extended much the last few matches. Neither player involved in the doubles. Both desperately wanting to get to the finals of Wimbledon. An opportunity to meet, well, you'd have to presumably think Sampras in the final. Here it comes, Ted. Couldn't help himself. Right here, he's decided, okay, I want to try that miracle shot between the legs. I'm not sure I'd recommend trying this at home.
No.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Left. Second six.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen this shot.
30-50.
Back in the bag of tricks. Sees how close Patrick is to net. Knows this is a sweet play if he drops in like it does here. Beautiful to watch. So quick there to move in, take it in the air.
40-15.
Outrageous is what it was. I mean, gets there, scoops it up, hits it for the winner.
Rafter comes back to hold, but Agassi up that needed break in the fourth set.
I'm not really close to Anna Kournikova. First of all, there's that whole language thing.
A PE ratio is price divided by earnings.
Earnings per share is a company's net income minus preferred dividend.
It's like she's speaking a different language.
Can anyone say asset allocation? Mid cap, small cap.
When we created a smarter kind of investment firm,
growth fund.
We created a smarter kind of investor.
Besides, some of the other players are kind of jealous of her, you know, portfolio.
Game analysis brought to you by Charles Schwab.
The return serve is probably one of the least practiced shots in tennis, yet it is one of the most important. Andre Agassi, considered by many to have the best return of serve in the game, shows perfect technique. He takes a very short backswing, which gives him more time to adjust to the ball and hits through the shot. Especially against the biggest serves, a short, compact stroke is the key to an effective return. So, go out and practice your returns and take a page out of Agassi's book. When returning serve, keep it short and simple.
Time.
Well, indeed, no one does it better, in a measure of how well Patrick Rafter served today, John, is that it's probably been the match we've seen Agassi do the least damage on return.
Yeah, well, maybe Todd for a while there when he came out after that layover at 2-1. He came out steaming for a while, but Agassi broke twice back to save himself. 5-2 down in the fifth, so Rafter knows he's got a ways to go. And that is a first-rate approach shot. First-rate. Agassi too good once again.
Each player has had 4 breaks of serve in the match. In their semifinal meeting here last year, Agassi got through unbroken.
Too early. He keeps him coming in on the Agassi backhand. The old chip shards. Not deep enough there. Try to leap up, no avail.
Rafter with so many more opportunities.
I feel like I'm in math class.
Yeah.
How's that for an angle?
Where does now let me ask you to
Speaking of
your,
math.
your geometry here. How does he pull that off? It's almost like he's a contortionist.
He sees things that people don't see. I mean, that's a normal shot for him. Normally see it on slower surfaces.
Game Agassi.
That is what Andre needed at this moment. A hold without drama.
Agassi leads 3-1. 4 sets.